Hey everyone, it's Jill here. Still in Honolulu. Mom's not doing so good, but she goes up and down. I'm probably leaving tomorrow night because I need to get home. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about, I was having a little conversation with one of our members, Liz, and she was talking about, she asked something like, if our view of the world changes, does that change our thoughts, or does that change everything? And I said, yes, absolutely, that's what we're talking about here. And then she said, okay, so I just have to turn my negative thoughts into positive ones. And I said, no, that's absolutely not what we have to do. Those are two completely different things. So I want to explain this a little bit more, because we're not talking about changing our thoughts. That's not what this is about. We don't change our thoughts. We can't change our thoughts. We can temporarily, if we realize we're thinking certain thoughts, we can, try to think about new, different thoughts, things like that. We can do that temporarily on a limited basis, and that sometimes helps us for that time period. But that's not a sustainable thing. That's a short-term solution. It doesn't solve the big problem of still having negative thoughts, or still feeling bad and that kind of stuff. So that's not at all what I'm talking about here. It's not about changing our thoughts. Not about changing negative thoughts to positive ones. Negative thoughts are perfectly fine to have. What the changing of our view of the world is this. It's seeing the world as inside out, we call it. That's not really what it is, but inside out meaning that nothing outside of us, no people, person, place, or thing, or situation can cause us to feel any particular way. There's no power in anything that's going around us that makes us feel anything, any kind of emotions that can make us feel negatively or anything else. And when we get that, like get it as an insight, and really know that to be true, then how we see the world changes, because now we see it inside out instead of outside in, which is the other way. And it's not something we do. So it's not about changing our thoughts. It's not about changing our view. We can't be looking in different ways. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. It's just a quick hit where you suddenly see, oh my God, this is how the world works. Nobody outside of me can cause me to feel a certain way. At 100% of the time, that's not how it works. They can never, ever make me feel any particular way, which is so freeing. And so when we get that insight in a flash, or however, sometimes people get it over time, and we do that by continuing to seek evidence of the truth in that. And I've talked about this in many videos. Always seeking evidence of how that's true, how it wasn't other people causing us to feel that way, how it wasn't the situation we were in causing us to feel that way. Not necessarily while we're in it, but later on. And not necessarily for what I call the hard problems in our life. The little things that happen all day long. And go back and look at my other videos, especially the early ones from this group. I talked a lot more about this. So when we start to see that more and more, that's the truth, 100% of the time, the world is inside out, not outside in, our view of the world automatically changes. It shifts. It's a shift from outside into inside out. And when that happens, boom, everything else changes. And we don't even know what will change. We start to some of our negative thoughts may start to disappear. Maybe they don't, but maybe we don't care anymore. Or everyone experiences things differently, but it's that seeing the world differently that is the crux of this understanding. Like, that's it. It's the knowing in how the world really works, because it does. It really works that way. And most of us just don't see it that way. And I still don't see it that way all the time, but I know the truth in it, and that's the difference. Even though it still looks outside in most of the time, I know it's not. I know it has to be the other way around, that it's not the world causing me to feel the way I feel. And so that knowing, that's where the power is. That's what this is all about. Not all that other stuff, not positive, negative. That's all blah, nothing. That means nothing in this understanding. Um, so I don't, we don't even talk about that. That's irrelevant. That's all for now. I'll catch you next time. Bye.